At this point, I'm starting to believe that gents, fellas, we are down bad. Like seriously. Because I mean, I know, and I'm sure you know, we both know that sometimes you're at the gym and you're just staring in the direction where a girl just happened to be in front of you. Like she just happened to be there. You're not even looking at her, you're staring in her direction. And next thing you know it, you're on TikTok. But without further ado, let's get into the video. It's going to be an interesting one. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. He looked... oh, no, he mumbled there. He started mumbling. Nah, bro. You can see his stripe, but ish. God damn.
No, I'm good. I don't.
Yo, she had to say no 3 times, dog. Nah, bro. That's fucked up. No, she had to tell you no 3 times. 3 times. No, bro. Like, before the first no, I'm gone. Before the first no, bro, I'm out of there, bro. And he stayed there in the background, bro. He stayed there. He's still working out there. He's embarrassed, bro. He's embarrassed. God damn.
Guys, at this point, I just gotta say, just stop, bro. Like, really, genuinely stop approaching women at the gym, especially if they're in the middle of a set or stretching or whatever the hell this workout is. Pilates, what is this, yoga? I don't know, man. Women, they do a lot of funny stuff in the gym, but don't mind the ladies. They have their little special workouts. Focus on yourself. I mean, honestly and truly, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you know, I go to the gym, right? We all know. I don't need to keep repeating this. There's a lot of beautiful ladies that go to my gym. Quite a few that I, you know, sometimes take a glance at it and appreciate the view, but it's never more than that, because guess what? I'm not going to poison the watering well. I've been going to this particular...
If this is me in this situation, bro, I'm getting up. I'm gonna go sit somewhere else. I'm gonna sit somewhere else. Like, I will not fall for like temptation, bro. I'm not falling for it, bro. I'm moving. I'm getting up and I'm leaving it there, and I'm like, yeah. But I also gym myself, and I go to the gym like a few days a week and all that. I'm telling you, bro, you get those, you'll see those. I mean, but sometimes you just, you know, lock in, gotta focus, bro. Otherwise, you're just gonna be daydreaming the entire session, my guy. But anyways, I'm talking too much. Let's get back into the video.
Gym for years, and I'm just not going to make things awkward if I decide to approach for whatever reason. Mind you, it's kind of a tight-knit, small, modern gym, and you know, there are familiar faces there, right? Familiar with the owner and everything like that. But if things don't work out for whatever reason, if I approach a girl, even if she's not busy, she's looking at her phone in between a set, I approach, she's not interested, I get rejected, or the energy is off, things are going to be awkward from there on then. Exactly. I'm going to have to see her over and over again, assuming we both stay at the same gym. And then it just becomes weird. Mind you, I do have multiple gym memberships, but that's besides the point. Guys, stop doing this. Most people go to the gym to work out. They're trying to focus on their cardio, their flexibility, building muscle, rehab, whatever the case may be. And odds are they're not interested. And then being all awkward like this, what did he do? He walked up to the wall acting like he was like curling some weights in the most random spot ever. What is this location? The video is mirrored, but I think this says, is this stretching? So a stretching area? Correct me if I'm wrong. And this man just randomly pops up out of nowhere behind her while she's just trying to stretch, bro. With no type choosing signals, with no signal that she's interested in anything. Like, I mean, why was he facing the wall doing curls, bro? Like, who does that anyway? Somebody in the comments said, bicep curls facing a mirrorless wall. I already knew it was gonna be some BS. Like, and
bro, like, come on, like, you chose the one spot to go do the bicep curls. Like, I do my bicep curls in front of a mirror. I want to see the pump. Against wall, facing wall, like, bruh. And you know what's funny though? He approaches her and asks if he can help her. So you want to touch someone you don't even know, and it's a female. Dog, like, I know for a fact that touching someone that you don't know, it's a bit sus, bro. So like, what do you think she would say? Oh yes, help me lift my leg up. I think he's trying to, practice, cold approaching women, because you can see he thought about it. Like, he hesitated before he went, and it was like, nah, should I go? But yeah, that actually needs to happen, because then he's gonna learn from it. It's gonna be better. But gents, don't do this, bro. Don't do this. And like Mori said, approaching someone at your gym, the gym that you constantly go to, you should understand if this goes wrong, right? And you have to see this person every single day from then forward. It's going to be freaking awkward, bro. Approaching someone that is in your vicinity, wherever you work, gym, like try doing your cold approaches like far away from home, or wherever you're not constant, like you're not there often, in other words. So then you can, exit and never see the person again, and all good.
Listen, guys, you go to the gym, there are women there, you guys share the same hobby, lifestyle, fitness. Understandable, but in this day and age, it's too risky. Don't do it.
Got humbled at the gym today.
Doing it all wrong.
Wow.
Thanks.
So you say she's doing it all wrong, but then you proceed not to actually show her what the correct form is. And by the way, guys, for those of you who don't know, those are basically tricep push downs or pull downs. They basically work your triceps, the long head, I believe, which makes up most of your arm. If you want actual size for guys or girls, work on your triceps first. The biceps are the smaller part of your arm, the smaller head. Anyway, I don't know what he was trying to do. He approached this girl. He said, "You're doing it all wrong." And then, like, I guess she was waiting for him to actually give her some tips, maybe. And then he just walked away. Like, kind of weird. This right here,
bro. That was an invitation right there. Compared to the last guy, this guy actually he was onto something, right? She was like, looked at him like, then show her this is how you do it. But I think he got nervous, bro. Got nervous. Like I at this point, I think like a lot of gym bros are like very nervous people, nervous guys, especially when it comes to approaching girls. Like, I'm not even gonna like try to flex or anything like that. Approaching girls, it's always good. There's always never mind, let's continue.
Failed approach. If he was trying to approach, why are you approaching random people, male or female, telling them their form is wrong? You're doing it all wrong and not correcting them on form. Like, I'm confused. Also, for those of you wondering what's wrong with her form, basically she needs to be more bent over, and I would say further back, extending her arms backwards more at a bigger angle to maximize the stretch and the concentric part of the lift or pull. Basically, this allows for more muscle hypertrophy, which leads to more muscle growth in the long run.
Thank you.
Here,
for
I saw
that
this
note.
one post from Caleb Hammer today, basically like a financial YouTuber here on the platform. You guys already know who he is. He just said, just came across this TikTok and women are really confused as to why men are no longer approaching them, ? Then it says, and I quote, "Worst she can do is say no." And then it's of this image of a guy, I guess, who tried to approach this lady at the gym. And it says, "A literal balding man, possibly 6 years older than me, just asked for my number during my set and said he'd been watching me. I legit rage quit my workout and left."
Hey, what do you mean you've been watching her? What do you mean, bro? You've been watching her this whole time? You're a creep. You shouldn't do that. A more better approach would be, I noticed you from across the room. I've been watching you. Yee. Fellas, don't do this, bro. Like, understand that some things you might say to you, it sounds you might have the best intentions ever. Like, you don't want to come up as a creep, but like, just replay the words in your head just to make sure that you know, it's safe.
Holy fuck, he must have been chopped. Guys, again, there's multiple things wrong here. Please don't stare at women at the gym, all right? Don't quote unquote watch them. Even if you were watching them, if you're going to approach, do not let them know you were doing that. That gives off creepy vibes. Second of all, understand the demographic you're going for. If you're going after younger women in their younger 20s, college-aged girls, or girls in their mid-20s, or girls in their 20s at all, unfortunately, younger women do not like balding men. Unless you're incredibly handsome in the face to where you can make up for that baldness. Unfortunately, this is the truth. Younger women are not fond of balding men unless you're an older man with a beard, you got money, you know, you're kind of like the silver fox kind of guy. But if you're a younger guy in your 30s and you're balding and broke and you're creepy watching her in the gym, odds are you're gonna get this reaction. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Cold world. Also, she said, does this mean I'm chopped as hell? Hashtag womanhood. For those of you who don't know, guys, I'm sure the ladies already know this. If you're a guy who approaches a woman and she deems you unattractive, it's basically offensive to her because she now thinks in her head that, holy shit, ugly guys are approaching me and they think they have a chance with me. Therefore, does that mean I'm ugly? I know not all girls have this logic.
Yeah, like there was a video that I watched a few years ago where a girl literally said that if a guy approaches her, she would ask herself, what makes him think that he has a chance with me? Like seriously, bro.
By the way, but it is a thing, and hey, it's another brutal reality of the world, bro. I've seen this multiple times online and in real life. Here's that video though.
Is she crying?
Bro, she was actually crying. Like, she was legit crying at the fact that basically an ugly balding guy approached her at the gym.
She bugging. She bugging, bro. That's not. Sorry. She's bugging for real. Like from all the things that you can cry about in this day and age, that's not one of them. Like seriously, there's not one of them. Because at the end of the day, if no one in the world like ever approached her, and that one guy approached her, he would have a chance. He would have a chance. You see what social media makes you think that you hear. But anyways.
I don't know if she was working out specifically at that point or if she was resting in between a set. But unfortunately, guys, I don't know what to say. Let me read the comments, though. Somebody said, and I quote, "I've been watching you." It's not an icebreaker, folks. It really isn't. Another person said, "These comments are horrific. God forbid a girl doesn't want an older man asking her out and letting her know he'd been watching her." I mean, an older man by 6 years? Excuse me? I mean, is that what? Okay. Somebody else said, "I've been watching you" could mean I know where your car is.
Yeah.
I know what car you drive. I know where you live. All of these personal things that she doesn't know about him and that she's never told him. It's literally a safety hazard. Guys, this is why I tell you, women like organicness. They like spontaneity, or what feels like happenstance, I think is the phrase, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's literally not organic and you've been planning this for months to approach her, you have to make it feel organic, right? Women want to be approached or have things feel like a storybook, like a fantasy. Not all girls, but you know, it's just funny because guys, you know, I'm into like a little bit of body language psychology, and I just like observing human behavior, and this is what I've peeped throughout the years. So never ever, if you're approaching a girl anywhere for that matter, but especially at the gym, and say, "I've been watching you." Like, holy fucking negative riz, bro. Like, what? Also, here's this other clip I saw from this YouTuber by the name of Eric Ronaldo. So shout out to him. But he uploaded a video titled, "Should Guys Approach Girls at the Gym?" And this girl by the name of Mackenzie said the most brutal thing I've heard, like, in all of these gym videos. Check this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here in EOS Fitness with, what's her name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie, nice to meet you. Where'd you get that?
Get what?
The smile is beautiful.
Crest 3D whitening strips.
What was that?
Crest 3D whitening strips.
Oh, well, it's beautiful, phenomenal. I love it. Do you think guys should approach women at the gym?
I do not.
You don't think so?
Unless you're hot, don't come near me while I'm trying to get a workout in.
So that means I can come up to you and raise you up respectfully?
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from an actual woman herself who goes to the gym. She said basically, don't approach her if you're not hot. And I'm pretty sure most guys have an idea of if women in general, based off of their lived experience, view them
Find
as
you hot.
attractive,
Yeah.
conventionally attractive
You
or
will
not.
know.
You know if you're
You will
that
know.
guy or not. And that's not to discourage you and say that you shouldn't ever approach a woman, but understand the type of woman you're approaching and the personality traits she may have. This kind of girl right here, in my opinion, comes off as an asshole just for even making that statement, because simply saying like, don't approach me at the gym, but I think she means in general, don't ever approach me unless you're hot. It's just a crazy thing to say and a crazy way to view people. But I do think this is a common
Yeah, it's crazy, but at the same time, everyone has the right to opinion and to decide what they want for themselves. Like me personally, she's saying that, like the fact that I know that now, I'm never gonna approach her. The fact that I know that now, and not to say like, oh, I think that I'm not, hot in her eyes and stuff like that, but like the fact you said that, cool, move. Like this is gonna save a lot of gents like time and effort, approaching someone like this. I mean, she's rude. I mean, she could have worded that sentence differently, make it even sound a bit, better. But for me, in general, well, it is what it is. Maybe she has to be direct in the way she says it so that guys actually understand. Because sometimes we gents, we don't get it, bro. We don't understand. The other guy in the first year, the girl had to tell him no 3 times. She had to tell him no 3 times for him to get the memo. That should tell you a lot, bro. That me tells me enough. Seriously.
mentality amongst a lot of younger women, especially in this day and age, which is just pervasive because of like online social media culture and dating apps, kind of like, I guess, desensitizing and numbing people to the point of being just like blatantly disrespectful, apathetic, and rude and dismissive of people in general. But yeah, I mean, guys, as a guy myself who goes to the gym regularly, I don't have a problem with girls. I just wouldn't even recommend approaching women like en masse at places that you frequent, a gym, a cafe, even your apartment building, bro, because these are places that you go to pretty much every day. And if you get rejected, or if things become awkward, or you say something wrong, she didn't like what you said, and an accusation may be thrown in the mix, dude, you've pretty much fucked your like daily life in a way. I hope that makes sense. And I only wanted to touch on this topic because it just keeps being a topic that keeps coming up over and over again. I'm not saying you can't approach women at the gym, but do it very cautiously and make sure the vibes are right and that she's giving you some kind of signal, like an obvious signal. Preferably have her walk up to you if necessary. I know that may sound kind of scary and coward-like, but I guess it all comes down to the man and the individual himself on whether or not the risk is worth it. But generally speaking, I don't think if you frequent a specific place literally every day, like a job, the gym, a particular cafe or restaurant, you don't want to mess the vibes up for. Ladies and gentlemen, thoughts and opinions down below. Do you think I mean, feel free to disagree with anything I said. Obviously, I'm not always going to be right. I just, I like to air my opinions and my observations and things I've seen or experienced over the years based off of in real life experiences, online observations, public sentiment, etc., etc. But I'm not always right. Thoughts and opinions down below. You already know what to do. If you have any other videos or topics you want me to cover, tag me on Instagram.
Yeah, great video, Mori. Great video. But let me know what you think about the video down in the comment section below, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace out.